Hello, hello, hello. This is Sambuka. It's been a minute. And in this video, I'm not even showing my face because at this point in time, I am not drawn to do that. I decided to make a video today. I've been thinking about doing one for a while, but I knew I would do it on a specific day or around a specific day. And today is a specific day for me. It's a special day. And this is the day, many, many years ago, that I left my narcissist, then husband. And other things have happened on this specific day. I will get into that shortly. But this is the day where I finally said I had enough and I am going to start my life over. Little did I know what that meant at the time, but my drama scenario that I had of leaving my then, still narcissist husband was quite, when I tell people this story, they're like, oh my gosh, that sounds like a soap opera. I will not get into it for today, but that is why I would say Americans celebrate their 4th of July, but this is my Freedom Day. This is my Freedom Day. Now, when I left, I had no idea what was going to come to me in the healing process. I never realized it would take this long, but I was in that situation for over 20 odd years. So you have to unlearn some of the things that you made into normal or allowed to be normal. And the heartache that I would get from leaving, and the struggles and the challenges and the depression. Depression was real, I'm telling you. It was quite the learning curve, right? But along with that comes the healing and the strength, and I can now say the joie de vivre. I couldn't say that even even last year, I couldn't say that because I also went through some pit sessions. The Most High put me into those. So if you are in the process of leaving a narcissistic relationship, or if you've left one, it's not going to be easy. I will not tell you, I will not lie to you and say, it will be easy, man. Everything gonna be irie after you leave. Everything irie. It will not be easy. It will be like you've been hit by a semi. That would be a semi truck. And your life could be in shambles. I'm still recovering. But it's also because I had to unlearn a lot of the programming that I had since childhood about myself and finances and all those different things. So, also one of the biggest things that I believe that I learned from leaving the narcissistic relationships, because it was more than one eventually, is that self-worth is huge in the learning curve, in learning about yourself, in healing. The self-worth is huge. If you do not have self-worth, if you do not learn that you are worthy of having a better life, worthy of being treated better, worthy of having money, then you will have a battle that I cannot even describe. It was when I started on my self-worth that another incident happened, and I was able to start really, really working on writing songs and all of that. That will come in a minute. I will get to that. Where have I been? Where have I been? I have been working on a new project. I got some insight on trying something new, and I thought, well, I can do that. I don't know if I had mentioned it in a previous video, but I can do that. Oh, I know what I did. I think I mentioned it on my last podcast. So I decided to jump into this thing that I was given information on, and it has taken off. I never thought I would be doing this at this stage of my life, but I am. The things that I do, like jingles and songs that I get, the little ditties, they lend themselves to children's things. So I'm doing that. I'm doing children's things. Now, I've written books in the past, and I've written a series of children's books, and it was kind of loosely based on my kids' activities, the things that they did, just loosely. And it just sat there, and I didn't understand how I would get it out. And now, with this new project, I see it all coming together. I see it coming together. It finally makes sense. I used to do voices when I was younger. People would ask me, we would go to kids camp, or, well, we were youth at the time, and I would do voices of all the pastors and stuff like that. And they would be like, oh my gosh, do such and such a person's voice. And I would do their voice and mimic their actions and all of that stuff. And all of that just sat in the back burner. And I've been trying to do little bits here and there for other ventures, and it just never worked. But now I could see it all coming together. All the things that I've bought in the past that just kind of sat there, all the things that I've written, all the voices, they're all coming together so that I could do these children's projects. I'm saying that to say this. You have a call on your life. From when you were small, you had a call, and the enemy knew you had a call, but you didn't, or you may not have. There may be someone who would say, oh, you are good at this, or you're good at that, and you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But you never really took it seriously. Because you have that call on your life, people will be sent to take you off your path. And you still may not know that you have this call. People will be sent to take you off your path. They could be even your parents. It may be even your parents. Trust and believe, narcissistic parents know when they have a quote-unquote golden child in their midst. They may not know they're a golden child. They just may give them extra work, extra trouble, extra pains to just go from point A to point B. Look back over your life and analyze. Was that you? Illnesses are another thing that may happen to you as a chosen one. I said I would talk about it, what I said in the beginning again, why this day was important. I had such an illness on this particular day. A small bowel obstruction almost took me out on said day, a few years after I left my abusive relationship. Now, bowels are where your frustrations and your anger and all that stuff, they're seated in your bowels. So for me to have a small bowel obstruction, the first indication was the appendectomy, which was septic. I had that before I left. And then I had the small bowel obstruction. Of course, it could be, again, related to the appendectomy because they're all connected down there. But that was the next thing that happened on this said day. You can also have things like accidents. People may say, oh my gosh, you're so accident prone. Or people would say to you, you have such bad luck. That's because the enemy is trying to take you out. I had one of those also on this said day. So I am leaving now to go out. And before I would be cautious on this day, no, I had to actually go through the process and say, you will not trouble me again. I had to break it off because the enemy knows you have a call on your life. So you have to say, you will go no further. You have no control over my life. I will get through with the plans that the Most High has for me, whether you like it or not. So, as you go on, there will be people, things, incidences sent to stop you from getting to your call. Now, had I any indication that I would be writing songs, had I not gone through some of the things that I went through, I would not have written a song that I know is going to be an amazing song once it gets out. It was written while I was laying in pain with an arm mash up and my body mash up a few days after I had an accident. So the enemy tried to take me out, and the Most High was like, no, we're actually going to use this for good as well. And even the person whose daughter it was that hit me, she prophesied over me. So the enemy tried to take me out. Now I'm seeing things, like I said before, come together in an area that I really wasn't thinking things would come together in. When I was younger, I actually wanted to go into working with kids, but I'd been around kids for so long, I sat myself down and I was like, are you mad? That means that you're going to have kids at home, you're going to have kids when you leave the house. That would be madness. So I decided not to go into that as a career. And then I was put into nursery coordinator and all those different things. So I never ever got away from kids. But now I actually don't even want to use the word kids anymore, children. But now the Most High is bringing that back to me. Almost to me like a joke, because he knows what happened to cause distress for me with my own children. So what I want to say is twofold as a chosen one. Number one, if something isn't working, maybe you're on the wrong path and need redirection. I'd been doing things with narcissists and domestic violence and all that stuff for years and years and years, because it's what I had been through. And I therefore thought that this was the path I needed to go down, telling my story and all that. I'm not saying that I should not have told my own story, but it never was financially lucrative. Now I can see that I can make my way with this particular thing. Will I stop doing some of the things that I have done in the past for people who left Narcissist, or let's just say the empath path? I'm not going to stop, but I won't be as focused. So are you on a path that is going to help you get to your financial goals. That is really what I want to get to the bottom of. And someone said that so succinctly. I was like, that is it. Am I going to get to my financial goals this way? Or am I going to just struggle, keep struggling? And the answer is not if I do things the way I've been doing them in the past. So I'm revamping the channel and all that so that I am not looking for financial breakthrough on this channel, but I will be putting up things that I've done creatively. So that's why, number one, the channel name will be changing, or it has changed by the time you see this video. So number two, keep your eyes about you. Your closest friend, quote unquote, even your children, may be sent to derail you. Jealousy, as an empath, as a chosen one, is real. Jealousy, as a chosen one, is real. I never would have guessed that the people around me were the most jealous of all the things that I've done. So much so that they want to be me. Wear the same type of clothes, wear the same type of colors, literally be me. It is real. I am warning you to keep your eyes about you. When you have that intuition telling you something, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it for 1 minute. Like I said, I'll be doing more things from a creative point of view in regards to this channel. The channel name has changed, and only things that are creative or empathetic are going to be on the channel. I have some videos that they're going to disappear. They may have already disappeared by the time you see this. And I am literally going to be focused on this children's venture. I will put a link in this particular video. That's the only link I will ever put for that particular thing that I'm doing. And if you know anybody who has young children who may benefit from the channel, please send them over. I am still learning some of the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Characters are coming. I have songs that I've worked on. I have lots of songs that have come. It's going to be, well, like I said, it was a surprise, but I'm having fun, and I have not been able to have fun for a very long time. And to say that I'm doing something and I'm having fun in the process, the Most High knew I needed that. The Most High knew I needed that. So only as I'm led, I'm going to be putting things on this channel. Growth is optional. But I wanted to touch base and just let you know what I'm doing right now. I want to end with that. You don't know how long you have on this earth. There was someone that me and another sister had met while we were in East Africa, and he had started a beautiful, beautiful bed and breakfast. Absolutely gorgeous place. And she interviewed him, and I was planning on going back and staying at his bed and breakfast when I was there again. And someone took him out. Someone took him out. And he was not even 50 yet. So keep your eyes about you and know that you are sent to do something specific. Ask the Most High to start showing you signs if you don't know what that is yet. So I wish you well as you endeavor to walk the path that you are quote unquote chosen for. Because you are a chosen one. Until next time, this is Sambuka saying to sprinkle your delicious flavor throughout your day and be infectious to all who come your way. Just color. Bye-bye.